morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Sky Harbor Live. My name is Slaven, aka Slav. I'm going to be your host for today's stream as we are here at Sky Harbor, Arizona. Sky Harbor International Airport in Phoenix, Arizona. We're going to be looking on the south side, but we have a spot where we can actually even maybe get some of the northern part of it. So the plane we are looking at right now is the Alaskan Honoring Those Who Serve livery. So it's actually a really cool plane if you look at the livery. I am an idiot and I forgot to charge my laptop, so it'll be good. We'll probably be here for maybe like an hour, 2 hours. We have somebody from New Brunswick. Hello, my friend. So I actually am going to buy a second battery pack. So as you can see, let's go to our actual runway. And there's a 767 somebody was talking about. They just rolled up. It's a FedEx 767. I believe that is Boeing's most successful body in the sense of like logistics and sales and stuff. Actually, no, that's a 737. Hey, Agil. How are you, buddy? We have Robert from Amsterdam. Hello, Robert. So let's take a look. We are on the south side of the runway, but we might still be able to get some of the arrivals on the north side. So we have a Delta Airlines A321 coming in from Detroit. So let's take a look at how, or if we can even get this plane landing. So this allows us some versatility on this spot. He should pop up any second here. We'll take a look. I think we do have a 787 coming in, but there's our Detroit bound flight or Detroit arrival flight. With the beautiful Phoenix skyline. Sorry guys, I will not have ATC on today because I rushed out and I forgot the radio at home. Okay, we're gonna focus on this runway. It's gonna make it easier. But as you can see, we are on the south side. We had our morning rush kind of dissipate very quickly. So most of the gates are empty, but it looks like over there we do have a Spirit Airlines A321 or A320 getting ready to depart. Frontier did get an A321, so it's pretty cool seeing that they got the A321. They're upgrading their aircraft quite substantially. Good. I believe the Spirit that we're looking at is going to be going to Minneapolis, but up next is a 737 MAX that is departing for Las Vegas. So the other night when I was waiting for that the C5 to depart, that dude departed yesterday at like 3 o'clock. I was so pissed. I was driving on the airport to meet up with a few of my buddies to watch the SpaceX launch, and yeah, that thing just took off out of nowhere. I did eat a piece of cake before I came here, so I should be somewhat energized. But eventually, my energy levels wear out. So off to Vegas they go. So if it's your first time on our channel, welcome. We're a plane spotting community out of Phoenix, Arizona. We're actually from all over the world, but the thing about Sky Harbor, we're kind of like a how would you say it, like an intermediate airport. A lot of airliners come here, but it's mostly American and Southwest. We do get our occasional Delta, but we did get some good news. I guess the demand is high enough where Delta will be sending their A350-900 series to Phoenix starting in December. So that's going to be kind of a nice change for us here in the Valley. We're not as big as LAX, like with the big craft, but I think we got some beautiful views. So there's the banana plane. So, but welcome everybody. It's kind of cooling off here. So it's starting to cool off here. Like I can actually stand out for longer periods of time and not die. Don't you hate when you stand outside for long periods of time and die? There's not much action now, but in about, I would say 15 minutes, we're going to get a steady stream of departures coming and going from the airport. Here comes our Delta. You can see they're all starting to line up. So the banana plane is straight ahead. So let's take a look at the banana plane. I believe I said he's headed to Minneapolis. And then right behind it is the American Airlines 737. No, it's actually headed to Chicago, Ord. And the American 737 is headed to Detroit. But it looks like we have a Delta Airlines that is going to be cutting in front of them. From what looks like it, I guarantee you that one's probably going to Minneapolis. Yep. So Minneapolis, Chicago, and Detroit. So remember, hit that like button. It does help us. It takes you less than a second. We do have a website. It's almost up. I'm trying to figure out how to attach the video links. And then on the website, we will have like sticker donations where you can just purchase a sticker and the donation is used for our internet and it's going to be used to fund future meetup events. We do have an event coming up November 5th. I believe it's going to be from like 8 a.m. till about 10 or 11. We're going to do donuts and planes, which UAL Kingpin from our community was kind enough to donate money towards. I probably will not be live at 12 because I have to head out, but it's gonna eventually pick up. The thing is, I still have to make a living. This doesn't pay my bills, and have a meeting with a few clients coming up, so I got to meet with the clients so I can actually pay where I live. The weather's pretty nice. So right now I believe it is, I think it's like 70 something degrees. It's beautiful. 68 degrees right now, sunny. Our high should be about 80, so that's nice. Big difference from when we started the stream when it was like 110 degrees and you would hear me complain about the heat every freaking minute. So we're actually enjoying this. This weather is actually quite spectacular. All right, dude, like if this was Southwest, we'd already have like 6 planes taking off. Like what's taking so long for your taxiing? Yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of departures, but Honestly, it's the only thing here is like the parking is like 20 bucks or $20. On average, I'm spending like $18 to park here, so if you think about it. And then the internet is like 60 or 70 bucks a month. Eventually, my goal is to go to a location where I don't have to pay for parking, so it's going to cut back the cost on this. But I would say since I've started this channel, I've maybe spent like 800 bucks just for parking. So yeah, it adds up very quickly. That's why I'm like trying to figure out a way how I can make this feasible so it pays for itself. Like, people don't want me to turn into a business, but I understand why people turn into a business, because doing the live stream can kind of be, how do you say it? Time consuming? All right, dude, what is going on? Take off, please. Stupid Delta. So we are just waiting for all of these departures. Looks like our plane that is supposed to be the first to take off is going to Long Beach. What is going on here? Jesus Christ. So I guess he's doing a pass so they can see if his landing gear is down. So that's what was the holdup. Jesus Christ. Yeah, he came out of nowhere. Woo! Sheesh. So that explains it. Our first departure is an A321 headed to Minneapolis. So I know I asked before, but does anybody have a good recommendation for like a new radio? Because the one I'm using is a Chinese one and it sucks. Looks like our next departure is our CRJ that's headed to Long Beach. Yeah, I'll try to get a press pass. I know the PIOs. I interviewed for a job with them, so hopefully they give me a press pass and I can maybe get better access to certain spots. And they're off to Long Beach. So next up is the banana plane. And before the banana plane shows up, check it out. It's the original banana plane, the original livery for Spirit. Just came in. So let's go take a look at the one that's going to Chicago. And our next flight is to Detroit. And then after that, I think I'm going to lose where the flights are going to, because I am one-man show here. I don't have a helper, so typically I do most of my work myself. And then we have one going to San Jose and then Santa Barbara.
I think it's funny how every airport has its own issues when it comes to like plane spotting. Like, some of the security at the airport takes their job way too hard. Like, calm down, Paul Blart. But in their defense, some plane spotters are actually jerks. They don't follow the same rules everybody does. Off to Detroit he goes. So this plane is headed to San Jose, and then after that the next plane is headed to Santa Barbara. Looks like a little A320. It's a small boy, not big enough. Dang it, I cannot believe I didn't charge my laptop last night. It was at like 1%, so it's draining my external battery very quickly, so I'm kind of pissed off about that. That's okay, it happens. And this is the Santa Barbara plane. I think that one might be an A319. Not too sure, to be honest. It's an A319, it's a small boy. Nice. I am pointing to the sky because I don't know why I just did that. And this plane is an A320 headed to Tucson. I think it's like a short, like 20-minute flight. Tucson is kind of like one of our other cities in Arizona. I think it's like the second largest city by population. Home to U of A, where basically people that don't get accepted into California universities go and party. And Rob Gronkowski's home school. Some will argue he is the greatest tight end of all times. And he kind of is, if you think about it. Well, 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 check this out. So over there we have Alaska Airlines special livery to the More to Love livery. What do you guys think? Do you love it or hate it? Is it more to love or more to hate? I like it. I think it's different. It adds some color to our plane spotting here at the Valley. I I've never spotted one right there. Crappin' wagons? No, not yet. Woo. So this is a cool feature about Sky Harbor. We have like pretty decent views everywhere. I believe they used to have this on one of their Airbuses too. Anyways, let's go. Let's go take a look at the Southwest. So we have a Southwest Airlines headed to San Jose, and then right after that it's an A321 headed to Palm Springs. I know, Joseph, we haven't seen it, so. Hello, Carlos. Hey, Ivanov. You know, just chilling, man. Watching planes with all you peeps. And remember, guys, click that like and subscribe. It does help me quite a bit. It helps with the mythical YouTube algorithm, as they call it. Can you believe that one Ryan kid's like a multi-millionaire by just opening toys on YouTube? So our A321 departing for Palm Springs. It is a 5-year-old plane, in case you guys were wondering. And then we're going to have the Challenger that was having issues with its gear coming in next. So after this plane takes off, let's go take a look at the Challenger. Maybe they got everything sorted out, because they did a couple of passes and they're trying to land. I guess they're having issues with some of their landing gear, so. Okay, so let's go take a look at this Challenger. If I can even see him. Yep, they're holding the traffic just for him. So he did a low pass to check his landing gear, if it was down by the tower. Well, I guess he's doing another go around. You think he gets it on the third try? That is going to be our plane of focus today. What do you guys think? Would you be scared if you were on that flight? Yeah, he's back again. Like he did another go around. Alrighty, so we have an A321 headed to Atlanta, aka Atlanta, where the players play. I just aged myself by using a Jermaine Dupri reference. Do you guys remember Jermaine Dupri? Like he was a rapper like in the early 2000s. I think he was one of the worst rappers. Like he was just not very good. So we got word that they're just testing something, and our next plane after this is a Salt Lake City bound Mesa plane. So let's take a look at the Atlanta bound flight. Ah, my back is itchy. I just scratched it, it feels good. So I finally got an attachment or a tool that's gonna allow us to have a co-host on here. So stay tuned. We're forever evolving on this channel, getting better at things. Josephine will probably be on later, so I want to tell Josephine hello. Hopefully you're having a lovely day. And the recruiter lady. If you're interested in flying, recruiter lady can help you. She's probably going to kill me for calling her that, but it's okay. And it's starting to pick up in business here at lovely Sky Harbor International Airport. We have a Delta Airlines pushing back. I believe that's Delta 707, potentially going to New York City. I think I've memorized them. I've spotted so much that... No, it's Delta 1501 going to Salt Lake City. And then this Mesa Airlines, CRJ, is actually headed to Salt Lake City as well. CRJ looks so freaking sleek now, but I hear people hate working on them. What's your experience? Have you guys ever worked on a CRJ as ground crew? And we have another Mesa Airlines getting ready for its departure. Keep in mind, I will monitor the chat sporadically, so don't take offense if I don't say hello to you guys. You know that I'm busy. So this plane is headed to Santa Rosa, and then after that we have a United that is going to be headed to Denver. So nice departure. And there's the United Old Bird, the A320. We know that they usually go to Denver and New York from here. So, and then we have one of our coppers, which is the basically the refueling KC-135. He's on final right now. Mr. Jones, how you doing, Mr. Jones? And over here we have some ground action as the Southwest Airlines plane has just pulled in. Let's see where it is. And we now officially have the Alaska More to Love plane is going to be next. He's going to be departing for, I'm going to say Seattle. Yep, he's headed to Seattle. And we just got Allegiant Airlines. So let's wait for the More to Love livery. Alright, he is officially next, so let's go take a look. He literally had a fast turnaround. Like, I saw him driving in, so he's probably down on the ground for like 35 minutes, 40 minutes. Okay, let's wait for this. There she is. So we have Copper 8. It's a KC 135 coming in. This is like a 60-year-old plane we're looking at. I believe they were re-engined a few years ago. But this is a derivative of the 707 Boeing. And it's going to go into parking right next to its brothers and sisters right there. Pretty neat, huh? So let's take a look at our chat. Poop truck. Let's see if we can find one. I don't see any yet, but eventually I think we'll see one. When I do see it, I will yell it out so you guys can see. So the next plane we're going to be looking at is very special. It's American Airlines 737, but it has the winglet logos. So I don't understand like how, like, I can't even explain it. So I understand the purpose of them. I know they look cool, but do you guys ever think these winglet logos are going to catch on? So you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm waiting for the poop truck to show up and I'll show you guys. It's a lot easier to see them on the north side because a lot of the American flights are pretty heavy with waste. 737 headed to Reno, but it is the one with the winglet logo, so it has American Airlines logos on the winglets. So let's hear your opinions on these logo thingies. There they are, look at the logos on there. What do you think? Pretty neat, huh? So no sightings of the notorious truck yet. As you can see, those are Delta, Allegiant, and Spirit gates. That's at Terminal 3 over there. So that's pretty neat. I'm good, Blake. Thank you, though. I would use French fries, but I'm golden, my friend. Thank you for the offer. I try not to eat because it makes me go to the bathroom, and then I don't want to stop the stream halfway through. So we have our next plane that's departing is a CRJ headed to Ontario, California. I haven't had Wendy's in ages, to be honest. Like about 10 months ago, I gave up caffeine, and then kind of changed my eating habit, and I've literally dropped like 22 pounds, guys. So it's pretty crazy what your body can do. So this plane is off to Ontario Airport. I think Ontario is a pretty big logistics hub. They have like a lot of UPS and FedEx flights. Okay, we have a pushback of one of our Southwest flights. So let's take a look at the pushback. We like watching the action of the hardworking ground crew down there. So we are watching this plane push. Not sure if they're training or something. Usually Southwest ground people are much better. Hello, my Bostonian friend. Well, in sad news, Tom Brady's marriage has come to an end after 13 years. Crazy to think. Came back to football and his team is not very good. Okay, so I don't understand it. The plane, they disconnected the plane, but how is he going to turn? Are they going to connect them again? Yeah, they connected them again, because I was like, dude, that plane cannot do like reverse thrusters or push itself back. They used to be able to do that. I think the Mad Dogs used to do it. Then the environmentalists came after him, blah, 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 and then you know what happens. So it looks like we have the FA Challenger is coming back again. A lot of ground action below. You have them unloading bags, this plane being pushed back. But still no poop trucks. All right, back to some takeoffs. Yeah, I feel bad. Like the Buccaneers, their receivers, and it just seems like they're making a lot of stupid mistakes. So this is a Delta Airlines 737 headed to Salt Lake City. Just a lot of stupid mistakes that they're making. Like they're wide open, dropping passes. Just doesn't look like a Tom Brady led team. But it's a pretty weird year in the NFL. Think about it. I personally stopped watching. Like I'm not as into it as I used to be, and it actually feels good because I get to spend Sundays with family members and just hang out. Alright, let's get rid of the adult dating sites. Yes. Okay, looks like the FAA Challenger might be coming. And as you can tell, it's about to get pretty busy at this airport. We have a CRJ that's headed to Bakersfield. Then a 737 headed to San Diego, and then right after that another CRJ headed to Burbank. But I think they're holding for the little Challenger that's going to be going. Yeah, I'm a Cardinal fan, they're terrible. Will this be their third time passing, or will they land? They did it! Yay! Just in time, because we have a backup, ladies and gentlemen. We have a backup. Lots and lots of planes coming. Oh, it's not the FA, never mind. That looks like the same plane. I am wondering what is holding all of them back. And also keep in mind when they start taking off, there's a ton of them. I will not be able to tell you exactly where they're going, so I apologize. There's one of me. I am running the stream, running the camera, making sure nothing goes terribly wrong. And in most cases, stuff always goes wrong when you're live streaming. So let's see, can we see the poop truck from here? So those are United gates over there. As you can tell, busy time here at this airport. So let's get ready for some rocket departures. No idea what the holdup is. Hey, Angelo. Yeah, we literally have so many planes lined up. It's pretty freaking wild, not gonna lie. All right, let's see them one after the other. Next departure. I think it's a Southwest headed to Salt Lake City. The Canyon Blue livery, as they call it. So if you guys have a radio that you'd recommend for me to buy, let me know in the comments. I'll read them. So this is going to be a very, very rapid departure, one after the other. So our next plane looks like it's going to be an Embraer 175 headed to San Luis Obispo. Unless it's A321 that is headed to Detroit takes over. Yeah, I bought this like Chinese radio off of like off of eBay, and not eBay, off of Amazon, and it sucks.
2888 Phoenix approach, Sierra's current change transitions to runway 8. Alright, runway 8 and come to Sierra, American 2888. American 2888, maintain 250 knots or greater until Teach, then at Teach, reduce speed to 210. Alright, 250 or greater to Teach, and then at Teach, 210.
So in about 30 minutes we do have a Dreamliner coming in, which will be really a pleasant sight here in the valley, and we're in a perfect position to be able to catch it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 planes lined up. 18 planes lined up for departure. I am really wondering what the holdup is. If you think about it, I believe the Delta is headed to Minneapolis, but we legitimately have a ton of, a 787 is coming in. We have somebody from Uzbekistan. I really don't care for either. Vote third party, it gets us in the same problem. Let's keep politics off of this. Dude, you're good, man. It's like literally, I don't like talking politics with people, but let's just face it, as much as they want to say like this inflation is killing all of us. Like for example, like I drove the other day and spent like $210 on gas, and it freaking sucked, man. Like just everything's going up in price and we're all underpaid. That's the way I put it. Okay, this is the biggest lineup right now we've had in a while. As you can see, nothing is moving. Nothing is moving. This is crazy. Yeah, pretty big rush hour. I think so, ground stop, or maybe, who knows? Like you can see, all right, we officially have movement. Our first plane to depart this crazy rush. Looks like it's an A321. Or whatever it is. It's our little Embraer that is departing for San Luis Obispo. So you can see this is going to be like NASCAR in a minute. We're just going to get one after the other. But I always tell people, vote in your local elections. They make more of a difference than our national ones. I think our national system is broken. Term limits, that's all we need. This thing looks like a little sparrow, doesn't it? Sweet. plane we are looking at is off to San Antonio. And at the corner of my eye, I can actually see that the Alaskan Airlines, honoring those who serve livery, the 737 is actually moving. I'm excited to see it. Off to San Antonio. And that is the plane I was telling you guys about. It's cool. I like that it has the American flag on the winglets. So you can see, yes, it's a live stream. It's a sharp looking plane, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty. Let's go back. My God, look at that lineup. That is awesome. Hey Joshua. That's a huge lineup of planes, dudes. This is epic. But for all of you that are just joining us, welcome to Fly Phoenix Sky Harbor. We're a community out of Phoenix, Arizona. We plane spot, we talk about life, we just hang out. And we're just a bunch of aviation nerds. So I'm your host, Slaven. If you like the channel, click the like button, support it by subscribing, and click the notification for your next notification when I'm live. Yeah, the lineup is crazy. Look at that. Boom. Also, while we wait, look at that, that's awesome. I love it, to be honest. That is a really impressive plane that is going to hit this gigantic traffic jam that I'm confused at what is going on. But hey, I'm not gonna complain. We have Luke from South Africa. Is it really a bunny on the runway, Vanessa? Because that'd be hilarious if that's the case. Well, no movement on our line whatsoever. Will we see a poop truck? That is a question that everybody keeps asking me. No, not yet. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and then an 18th flight is about to show up. But for those of you that will ask, Sky Harbor, we don't get that many wide bodies, but what we do get is a lot of American Airlines and Southwest. We have Ian O'Reilly. Yeah, dude, let's keep politics in this chat. We do this to get away from them. Hey, Miss Wolves, good morning. Yeah, I'm confused, to be honest. Like, I am not sure exactly what in the living hell is going on. Okay, I'm not going to use that word. That's a bad word. As my niece would say, ooh, that's a bad word. Alright, let's see. Okay, we do have movement.
Approach Sierra's current, expect visual approach runway 8.
We have an A321 headed to Dallas Fort Worth. That is going to be our first plane to depart this chaotic whatever happened down there. Look at that lineup. This is awesome. It looks like they're all watching him take off. We are going to start seeing rapid departures here. Because they have 15 minutes of departures from what I just heard him say. So this American Airlines is head to Mazatlan. Yeah, a lot of full bladders. That is why I always use the bathroom before I get into the flight. Because you never know if you're going to be stuck in this. Have you guys ever flown with food poisoning? I have, and it was miserable. I flew to New York. I was extremely sick. But yeah, so typically I'm pretty good at telling you where the planes are going, but With this rush, I'm the only one that actually streams, so I don't have a helper. So right now, just enjoy the plane taking off. I think we have a 787 approaching any minute. Keep an eye out on the horizon for the 787.
Westjet 1532, fly heading 180.
So we have, this plane is headed to San Francisco. It's an A320, followed by a MAX 8 headed to Honolulu. So our San Francisco bound flight. Alright, let's go take a look at the MAX that is headed to Honolulu. That means somebody's going to be enjoying a tropical vacation in the islands of Hawaii. And then we have a A321 from Philadelphia. Alright guys, we have a bit of a dilemma. Do you want to see another copper, or would you like to see an American Airlines 787 land? Let me know. And looks like New Mexico 1 has finally arrived. That is one of the Southwest special liveries coming in. So New Mexico 1 is over there, but over there we have another one of our coppers coming in. Which is a KC-135. That is a second one that's arrived. And in about a minute we are going to see New Mexico 1, but first let's go over to the other side. So there is New Mexico 1. But on the other side, we are about to see a Dreamliner pop into frame any second. So we're looking at the north side right now because we're positioned in a special location where we can actually see both sides of the airport. So the black thing you see on the left is our support pillar for the garage. But notice how on this plane the wings curve. That is wild. So look at it. The wings are actually curving up. On our 787 Dreamliner. Coming in from Chicago. And let's go take a look at New Mexico 1. So these are the special state liveries, the state flag liveries that Southwest has. Yeah, a lot of the older planes are being retired, primarily just due to like the fuel costs, if you think about it. So money is king, and kind of sad because like the aviation industry used to be full of like big behemoths. Now everything is very efficient. And over here we have a Metroliner that serves for flight to Cortez. I don't even know where Cortez is. Then we have a, what is that? We have a 737 headed to Chicago ORD airport. So let's go take a look at that as it takes off. But to all of our new friends that have joined us, welcome to Fly Phoenix Sky Harbor. We are based in Phoenix, Arizona. We're just plane spotting nerds. Welcome to our community. I do my best to monitor the chat. Click the like, subscribe, it does help us out a lot. And click the notification, it tells you when I'm going to be live. But my name is Slaven. I'm a plane spotter, people call me Slav. I'm originally from the former Yugoslavia. My family immigrated here during the Civil War we had. And I'm a big aviation nerd. So welcome to my little community. We just had a huge pileup of planes. I'm trying my best to monitor where they're flying to, but too many of them. That looks like an A321neo. You can tell by the big engines. But it's a nice brisk 78 degrees here in the Valley of the Sun. Honestly, we are rather enjoying it. We are kind of a smaller airport, so you're not going to see as many larger crafts. Over there, we do have a JSX Embraer 135 landing. And then we're going to continue with the Delta. So feel free to ask any questions. I will answer them to the best of my ability. And then I will monitor the chat. As you can see, our big lineup of planes is finally coming down to kind of a respectable and easier amount for them to control. Leave politics out of this, dude. 375. We have a United Airlines 737 MAX coming in from Houston. I know United just ordered a bunch of new airplanes. I think they're supposed to be getting a new plane almost every freaking, like every month they're supposed to be getting new planes. They do have the United Aviate Academy here in Goodyear, Arizona. So a lot of times they'll be training their pilots out there. And Goodyear is also home to AirSail. They basically buy and kind of like scrap and recycle aircraft. So next up is an American Airlines headed to Mexico City, followed by our Honoring Those Who Serve livery that's going to be departing. And here we have the special plane, the Honoring Those Who Serve livery. This is actually a really nice livery, to be honest. What up, Charlie? Yeah, it's Delta, don't even let them board. I never heard that before. Alright, so let's go take a look at that one. So Delta is supposed to be expanding here too, but they really don't have that many gates, so they're actually trying this like bus system. So there's our Honoring Those Who Serve livery. We saw their More to Love livery taken off earlier too. Beautiful departure. I am surprised we have yet to see a poop truck. And over there we have a little Embraer that has popped up. So Ian visited Arizona and really liked it, even though it was insanely hot. Yeah, dude, depends on what time you come here, man. Arizona can be quite beautiful, but just depends on what time you arrive. If you come here during the crazy time, it's not gonna be fun. So we have an Embraer 75 headed to Redmond. I think that's in Oregon.